Okay, so in a moment I'll show you how I brush out Jill's tail and how it's worked for us in minimising the horse being agitated by having knots pulled on their tail. But first things first, I've got to feed Cora and get the big lumbering thoroughbred out the way. And then we'll get our special little pinto for our demonstration in a moment.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to our channel. Drop a comment below and let us know what you'd like to see.
What I use when I brush out a tail is just a mane and tail comb, just like this one. And I'm choosing to use today the Equine Botanical Horse Care 3-in-1 Detangler. So it's just an Aussie made product and it's as natural as you can go. And this video is by no means endorsed or sponsored by this company either. So with that said, I'm just going to catch my horse and we'll meet you back with the Brumby to brush out a tail. Good girl, come on. Thank you for joining me. Hey babe, what are you doing? And this? Yummy then. There you go. Okay, so we've got our smart little Brumby here to have her tail brushed out, and if we've got time, I'll brush her coat out as well. Okay. So for those of you who haven't seen this video, any of my videos before, or if you haven't already read the description box on any of my videos, Jill is a 6-year-old Australian Brumby, and her mob came out of the Oxley Wild Rivers National Park. Hello, sweetheart. So, now that we've got her, let's get in the round yard and let's brush out her tail. So while it might seem like a relatively straightforward exercise to brush out her tail, I thought I might cover this, as some people I've seen, you know, they might yank on the horse's tail a little bit much, or, you know, you get some sensitive horses where they like it done in a particular way. Rightly so, us girls have got to be pampered, right? Okay, so first things first, let's get some detangler in that tail, make it a little easier to brush, and make her tail nice and shiny. And a little tidier. Hey, sweetheart. Ooh. So I want plenty in the ends. Make sure that all those knots get taken out, and I'll gradually separate her tail. Ooh, you're okay. To make sure that all those layers get a nice coating of the spray. Good girl. Ooh. Okay, so now I've got a nice coating of spray on her tail. Let's go get her comb and we'll start getting all those knots out. So as I said before, it's just a mane and tail comb. This one looks more like a much smaller version of the hairbrush I'd use on me. But, so we're going to take her tail nicely in one hand and bring it to the side so that she can't kick me or barge me over if she chooses to. I'm going to run my hands down near towards the end of her tail. I don't know, about 15 centimetres from the end. And we're going to start from there and gradually work the knots out. A little bit like you'd be brushing your own ponytail, or if you've got a young daughter, much the same way as you'd brush her ponytail, so she doesn't go, ow, Mom, that hurts, ow! Same thing. So once you've worked out a little bit of it, we can separate the tail into little pieces and gradually work out the knots on each section as you go. So you see, by using the grooming spray and separating her tail, it pulls less and getting the knots out is a lot quicker. And for those of you wondering, Jill's tail was not brushed prior to this video. In fact, it was probably brushed about a week ago. So I'm actually fortunate with her. Her tail doesn't actually mat too badly. I have done it without the grooming spray, but I find it's a little easier to do with the spray. And so the method I'm going here, where my arms resting on her rump here. That was a position I earned. Jewel was very particular about this and she wasn't very happy to begin with. She thought it was a cue to sidestep, and it was just a cue that we gradually built up to. Same with brushing the dock of her tail. That was another one that we earned, and as well as being able to brush her tail from top to bottom while it may or may not just about catch on her leg. That was another little one that we worked over. As you can see, she stands very nice for me. Her attention's not on me right now. Oh, there we go, she's back on me. We've got her ear and we've got her eye then. That's nice. And so I'm just also checking in with her to make sure she's listening to me, that she's aware of where I am. Because if her eyes and ears are facing that way, she's got very little clue of what I'm doing back here, and then if I accidentally touch her somewhere else, caught her off guard, things could go pear-shaped very quickly. So that's another helpful tip, is always be aware of where your horse's attention is, and their ears are a very good indicator. And so that just about sums up Jewel's tail for today. And we'll let this little girl go and have her dinner. And she can have a little piece of carrot once we're done. Good girl. So as you can see, because she barely had any knots, there was only minimal hair that's been pulled or come out of her tail. So as always, if you guys have a question for myself or Jewel here, drop a comment below and I'll answer it the best way I can in the Q&A video. Until next time, Jewel and I will see you guys later. Catch you next time.